back! Treasure! Everything! So he left his computer on and unguarded, I see. I admit that I'm curious, but am I that curious? Oh, finally! An option! Yes! I'm pretty damn curious! Let's do this. I reach for the mouse and clear the screensaver with a daring poke. That's slightly disappointing, actually. He's just enjoying his regular dose of... Oni-chan! Have you finally given in to your temptations? Uh-oh. I knew it was only a matter of time! Okay, alright, I've got this. I'll take a deep breath and try to think of an excuse. This isn't time to be taking deep breaths. Don't think, just talk. I was just... Correction, don't think, just say something coherent. Really, there's no need to be shy. We both knew it would happen someday. That's not what it looks like, I swear. The computer was like this when I got here. It's like I got walked in on while looking at porn. It's okay, Mark. It's normal to be curious. Well, I regret asking precisely what you mean by curious. Okay, seriously, take this all out of context, like, no context at all, and it sounds like your loving little sisters just walked in on you looking at incest porn. I don't have experience with that, by the way. I don't have a sister. Well, you know. From looking at the screen, it's clear they're about to. I see you've finally fallen, Mark. Every time he laughs like that, he does it for a reason. If you ever want to borrow anything, don't hesitate to ask. I am always willing to aid the unenlightened in their journey to paradise. Lucas used Dark Invitation. It's super effective! I fainted along with my reputation. Oh yay! Achievement unlocked! You guys can't see it, but I got an achievement! Well, I guess that's the end of that. Lucas brings us a few glasses of water and sits down. I would ask why he only has water when he came back from the grocery store, but he probably only has uses for his money. Or something, I don't care. But he probably has other uses for his money. It's art, not porn! So, have you guys decided on what you want to do? We'd always take turn beating Mark at that new fighting game! You know, Skullgirls! Sounds like a plan. Don't I get a say in any of this? It's been a while. I remember when Rin and I used to come over here all the time, doing nothing but sitting around and chatting over some video games. It's strange, but part of me feels like those days have vanished. Are they gone forever? They couldn't be. But even if we do the same old thing, I can't help but glance out the window from time to time. Mostly when my chest tightens. Mark, you're blushing! I'm not! Right, 3 years ago. It's alright, I'm not teasing you! Well, maybe just a little. It's strange. I was different back then, but she's hardly changed at all. Cut it out already, I'm not in the mood. Of course you'd say that! Maybe so, but that doesn't make it any less true. Don't you have anything to do? Not really, unless you count homework. You've been on the computer all day, haven't you? I noticed you didn't end that sentence with a question mark. But school is boring! Besides, it's not like you're doing anything other than moping around. I told you I'm not. Her expression stops me in my tracks. I'm going upstairs. Leave me alone. Fine. I'll just bother you again tomorrow. I turn to leave, but I feel her eyes on my back. I walk away. That was me. It's surreal. Was that how I felt back then? It all seems to have faded over time, or maybe I just got numb, but that's no excuse to have ignored her like that. I'm sure she knows. She's not that dense. Someday, I owe her a nice long talk. I want her to know that I care about her. I don't care about you anymore, Mark! Did I win? You won! Huh? Who thought? Just you wait, I'll have my revenge next time! You say that every time! Fine then! Again! I'll try again! We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? By the time we left, our final score was 7-2 for her. Nichan, stop thinking so much! It's bad for your complexion! You know, be a ditzy airhead! What? Oh, I guess we're all right on the train. Complexion aside, I guess you're right. Right about what? But you should stop thinking about Luian! How could you say it with a straight face? Here's the practice! You know, for a retort, that's pretty good. Anyway, that's not what I was thinking about. Ugh. I see, then were you thinking of a way to admit to Lucas that you want to borrow one of his games? Let's just say that I've had a lot to think about lately. I think that's sufficiently vague and truthful. Yeah, figures. Her voice trails off as she sinks into the background. If that doesn't say out of character, I don't know what does. You okay, Ren? Of course I'm fine. You're the one I was worried about. Did you just say you were No! You're not actually mad, are you? Of course I'm mad! Doesn't the pop vein make it obvious? You know, the thing that you're not supposed to see unless we're in an anime? Sorry, so rare if I get a chance to tease you. It doesn't count as teasing when you're cheating! How exactly am I cheating? I haven't figured that out yet! Seriously, I tried to mess with you by snapping you out of your daydream and this is what I get? Not bad, I admit that was a good play! Wait, so this is all a plan to mess with my head? I wasn't actually worried about you or anything! I just don't want you to fall asleep on some poor girl's shoulder! It's not like I want you to fall asleep on my shoulder, Oni-chan! Baka! I guess I should remind her that I'm standing, not sitting. That aside, what made you think there was a reason to be worried? Well, you've been sounding out a lot lately, and you were gazing out the window like an actor in a soap opera, and you've been distant lately. That's all. Perceptive. Sorry. No, it's no big deal. You have your own life, and I know there are things you wouldn't tell me about. Don't say it like that. It won't be long, alright? There's something I need to sort out, that's all. The train screeches to a halt at our destination. Rin grins as she pulls Lucas off his gaming device, but I can tell it's a thin coat of paint. It's uncomfortably cold. Not bitterly cold, but uncomfortably. Just cold enough to make you wish you brought gloves when your breath is barely visible. It's the late fall equivalent of those drizzly days when you can't quite decide if it's worth taking out your umbrella. It's nostalgic. I pace back and forth to clear my mind, but it doesn't work. It's been years since I've seen him. Years. I should be excited, but something feels off. Gosh, it's cold. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Was he supposed to be the star of the football team? An emotional wreck? Just another guy? There's no way he's forgotten everything that's happened. I was struck with the strangest feeling when I talked to him the other day. He was mesmerized, of course, but his eyes were empty. It was like staring through frosted glass, virtually opaque. But I can't lose focus yet. I just wish I could shake the feeling that he isn't who he used to be. I guess 3 years is a long time. Mark, look! We're finally here! Where were we going again? What?! Feel free to browse, everyone! New customers are always appreciated! Yes, you'll be quite amazed! We have an endless amount of products! It's time! The golden land awaits us! Just unclear, this is a store, right? Well, yeah. Okay, just checking. Well then, I don't really want to ditch them, but when I consider the possibility of what's behind those doors. Say, go in with them! Alright, I'll bite the bullet, kick common sense to the curb, and what have you. Kick logic to the curb and do the impossible! See the invisible! Row! Fight the power! I'm going in! I think I've heard Lucas mention that game. Maybe they're lining up for pre-orders? As I wandered to the back of the store and searched for whatever Ren and Lucas vanished to, I stumbled upon bits and pieces of conversation. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome! Pre-orders are going up next week! I hear the TV station site got an exclusive pillow cover too! Huh? I even know a guy who could get it across the border for you. I'm out of here. A gust of cold breeze strikes my cheek. The hell? I look up and find myself outside. Do I need to censor this? Do I need to No, I don't need to censor it. Fuck. Daydreams are a powerful thing. Okay, what now? The air cools my lung with every breath, but it's refreshing in its own way. It isn't too late yet, but the sun is already starting to set. Refreshed, I decide to take the scenic route back to the mall entrance. Did I just catch a glimpse of a UFO? Bigfoot? Oh no, sorry. It's just daydreaming Lillian. Oh hey Mark, strange to see you out on a Saturday, shopping with Rain I suppose. She blurts out a barrage of words. I am attacked on all sides. I might regret asking this, but what were you thinking about just now? Nothing you need to worry about. She tries to glare angrily at me, but I can't say that it's working. It looks adorable. It wouldn't happen to have much to do with that shopping bag on the bench next to you. Of course not. Anyway, what are you doing out here? This isn't exactly weather for lounging. It's not weather for strolling either. You're as sharp as ever. Me? Sharp? I'm not like this around everyone. What? Is there something on my face? No, it's just... that sounded more coherent in my head. See, I'm always sharper on my slow-witted friends. I want to go out of my way to... Slow-witted? So that's what she meant. Sorry, I didn't mean... I laugh a resigned laugh. It's alright, don't worry about it. I know you weren't implying anything. You're right, sorry. You don't need to apologize. It's futile. Anyway, let's go for a walk? Sure, I'm just about fully rested. Right. Let's go. I look away unconsciously as my stomach flips itself over. I can't believe I sat there for so long. It's cold. Yeah, it is. Rin and I almost died this morning. What? It's nothing you need to worry about. I guess some stories are better left untold. Though that reminds me, my head seems to have stopped hurting. We could go inside if you want. I'm sure they'll be able to find us. No, it's alright. Besides, it's a nice day, don't you think? Yeah, I guess it is. I fidget with whatever I could find in my pocket. How are things with the library committee? Oh, we haven't had anything much to do for a while. Things are winding down for the holidays. And I suppose you have no need to worry about midterms? Well, I usually spend about an hour a day studying, so there's no need to worry about tests. Schoolwork is easy once you study regularly. I know what she's going to say before she even says it. Shouldn't you be worrying about your test, Mark? I'll get through it somehow? Wait, let me explain. See, some people are born hardworking and others aren't. I happen to fall into the latter category. That's your explanation? She shouts and hits me on the head. Literally. You know, if you don't work hard now, you'll never really get into a good university. And if you don't do that, you'll never get a good job. Then you'll never make good money. Doesn't this bother you even a little? Well, I guess you could say that it bothers me a little. It doesn't really bother me at all. You're doing badly enough as it is. What would happen if I weren't here to keep you on your toes like this? I'll probably be sleeping on the roof at school and playing video games at home, actually. You'd probably sneak onto the roof at school to nap your classes away and waste your time at home on games. That would be what you're doing? Okay, you got me. Good. Honestly, you'll be helpless without me. But I suppose it's a good thing that I have you around. Background traffic. Constant driving irritation will all disappear. You're right, it really is a good thing. But if you seriously want to repay me, all you have to do is take care of yourself. Right. Taking a sharp breath of cold air, just what I need to cool my cheeks. You should come over. Anytime this week is fine. You can come over and I'll help you review. Oh, sure. That would help. That's fine with you, right? Yeah. My voice vanishes in a puff of condensation as the sun strikes my eyes. And... hang on. I shouldn't lie to you. I'm not only asking you over to study. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out. It's just like it was with Mira. Constraining, suffocating, dizzying. There's something I need to tell you. You don't mind, right? No, I mean... Well, maybe I shouldn't. It'll make things more complicated and... It's okay. I'll listen. I squint in the sunset. I hear her silently. Are you sure? Won't this be a burden on you? Am I making the right choice? Are you sure you're ready to face your past? But in the end, it's probably just a sound of my own monologue. Thank you, Mark. Her words turned the conversation before I could hear them. I think I might really need your help. I'll protect you no matter what. That line crosses my mind, but of course I can never bring myself to say it. I'll do what I can to help. And as if there was nothing more than a daydream, she steps towards me and my world starts spinning again. I'm still not sure what I'll do, but I'll appreciate it if you could come over, even if it's only as a favor. Don't worry about it. Besides, I already owe you favors, don't I? I mentally whine about the weather as my feet kick at the frozen dirt. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. I talked to a friend about schoolwork and she invited me over to study and... Boom. Why? Why her? Why not her? Ow. A bruise materializes on one of my knuckles after I punched a bench. Unsurprisingly. Screw it. This is a waste of time. I try to push myself off the bench. But... Leaving already? I should be surprised, but it somehow feels like the most natural thing in the world. Mira, what are you doing here? I could ask the same of you, but I won't, so let's drop the subject. Her smile is a few times more soothing than a punch to bench. Actually, now that she's here, maybe I could get some information out of her. You know, Mira, I forgot to ask... It's a nice evening, don't you think? The weather, again. I guess I can't deny that. I'm glad you agree. Shall we go for a walk? Well played, Mira. You're good at changing the subject. But you're not teleporting out of here this time. So, have you read any good books lately? I wonder why she didn't seem as cheerful when we first met. Sorry to change the subject, but are we lost? We ended up wandering around this park after we left, but the trees seem to have closed in around us. Now that you mention it, you've got to be kidding me. So, have you read any good books lately? You've got to be kidding me! Yes, and we are kidding you, so end the episode. Finger, end the episode!